The sun was just beginning to rise over Blossom Valley, casting a golden glow over the winding tracks and whispered puffs of steam. The usually quiet platform was already bustling as the doors to the Bluebell toy factory slid open, letting out a soft chime. Among the early risers were the workers, adults with grease on their hands, overalls dusted with threads of fluff, each ready for another day of assembling, testing, and sending toys out into the world. But the real star of the morning sat gleaming on the track, engine gently humming, Trudy. Trudy the train. A locomotive built for more than just moving boxes. A whistle that sang a friendly song. Glossy blue paint that sparkled beneath the morning sun. A smile painted on her face, cheerfully inviting anyone who crossed the platform. Unlike your run-of-the-mill shunter, Trudy had a reputation for reliability and a curious soul. Over the years, she'd ferried thousands of toys down the rails, through tunnels lined with fairy lights and over bridges wrapped in strings of bunting. The workers swore she sometimes whistled tunes according to her mood. And today was shaping up to be quite the day for Trudy and her crew. The shift bell chimed. Out stepped the day's team, Mags, overseeing operations, a bundle of energy wrapped in a red scarf. Theo, scruffy, quiet, but with a knack for fixing anything with gears, and Juniper, tall and methodical, with a clipboard in one hand and a mug of lukewarm tea in the other. The trio clambered aboard as the doors hissed shut, their laughter echoing off the steel walls. Trudy chuffed in greeting, two sharp, joyful puffs. The day's schedule was ambitious, 3 compartments packed with wooden puzzles, plush elephants, and a last-minute request, a giant wind-up duck taller than any crew member. As they rumbled through the toy factory, every building glowed with signs of life. In Workshop 1, teams painted spinning tops. In Workshop 2, teddy bears were fluffed and stitched, their button noses sewn on by hand. The rails led Trudy and her crew through it all. Here, lunchboxes of spare screws sat on windowsills, soft tunes played from unseen radios, and the scent of new paint drifted in the air. As Mags checked her schedule, she frowned. First delivery is the big duck to Assembly Hall 4. Trouble is, it needs to be there by 10 for testing. Theo popped his head out the window. Plenty of time if the rails are clear. Anyone heard from old Marty running the sorting lines? Juniper glanced at her clipboard. He called in to say they're moving a heap of stuffed giraffes over the main junction at 9:30. We'll have to time it just right. So the plan was set. Trudy rumbled forward, her wheels clacking in rhythm with anticipation. They collected the wind-up duck, its bright yellow plumage demanding an entire carriage to itself. Mags inspected the straps thrice, ensuring it wouldn't wobble. Trudy pulled out of the bay, edges of her paint glinting in the sunlight. The train's whistle sang, a melody all the way from her engine's heart. But just as they approached the main junction, a flickering red light signaled a stop. Over the loudspeakers came a voice. Giraffe transport crossing. Please wait. In the distance, an entire parade of plush giraffes, tall as the workers pushing them, sailed by on conveyor belts. Their spots were a pattern of pastel pinks and lilacs. One even wore a knitted scarf for fun. Mags tapped her foot. Well then, didn't expect the giraffe parade today. Theo shrugged, squinting at a loose bit of metal on platform 12.
We should use the time. Juniper, hand me that wrench.
The couplings rattling. Out came the tools. While the giraffes nosed their way along, Theo tightened the bolts, and Juniper logged the maintenance. Mags, seeing the moment, snapped a Polaroid, Trudy with her fluffy duck cargo and a trail of giraffes in the background. Finally, the signal turned green. Trudy cheerfully whistled. With a judder and a start, they continued, the wind now brisk and scented with sawdust and glue. They passed the paintwork pavilion, where buckets of teal and cherry pink lined the walkways, and Juniper observed, "You know, if that duck squeaks during testing, I'll lose the office pool."